Peter Levene, thank you so much for joining us this morning. In terms of what it's going to cost in the future, are premium rates going to go up anytime soon?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. You know, Lloyds and the whole insurance world is a market, and the rates will reach their natural level. But clearly, when you're paying out a lot of money, at some stage you have to get it balanced. And I would think that there will be some movement, but that's up to the market to decide.
But at this point, what are the chances of Lloyd's actually making back the first half loss in the second half if there are no major hurricanes or natural disasters?
Well, we'll try very hard, but as you rightly said, the majority of our business depends on what happens in Mother Nature, and nobody can foretell that. If you ask us that on the 1st of January next year, then we'll be able to tell you for sure. But we're going to work very hard, and we'll see what we can do.
So how much of Lloyd's central funding is actually invested in sovereign debt? If there was an implosion, for example, of the Eurozone, how hard would Lloyd's of London be hit?
No, that would not have any significant effect on us. We have an extremely conservative policy for our investments, which of course means, as with everybody else now, you don't make any huge gains. But that is not an issue which is going to be something that bothers us.
What is your biggest fear for the next 12 months for the insurance market? Of course, there are hurricanes, premiums may go up, but you also have insolvency, which is, you know, regulation, extra regulation. How is that going to be a concern for your business?
Well, as you say, nature is the thing that concerns us the most. I would say, answering your question directly as to what concerns us in the next 12 months, is what's going to happen to the world's economy. Insurance is really not something you can choose to buy one year and not the other. But if the general level of the economy in any country turns down, then it's going to affect every kind of business. And that's the thing I think we should all be worried about. And
do you think we're looking at a double-dip recession? Certainly here in Europe, things don't seem to be moving at all.
Well, I think I'll leave that to the experts to decide. You know, we all hoped a year ago that by now we'd be seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Clearly it's not there yet. A lot of people are working very hard to try to fix it, but it's a tough call.
Will the emerging markets be strong enough? I mean, we talk about decoupling, but we're not sure whether we're there yet. Will they be strong enough to avoid a worldwide recession if Europe and the US go into recession?
Well, clearly the importance of, and I don't think we should use the term emerging markets anymore. I mean, they've emerged, they're big markets. But if you're talking about the United States and Europe, and compare that with the rest of the world, then the United States and Europe historically have been the great majority. There has been a change. There is a development now that, particularly in Asia, those markets are becoming more important. I think they will remain strong, but their relative importance in the world stage is something that still needs to increase quite a lot before they make a very significant impact.
Now, Lord Levene, you're stepping down very soon. What kind of advice would you give to your successor?
Well, I think he and I obviously talk. He's a very good man. He's very experienced. He understands the financial world very well. I think what I will say to him is Lloyd's has a tremendous reputation. We've been going for over 300 years. In all my trips around the world, because 3/4 of our business comes from the rest of the world, I find that Lloyd's commands respect. The most important thing that he can do, and I know he's aware of this, is to ensure that our reputation is maintained, because it's from our reputation that we get our business.
And do you have any roles, other roles planned apart from NBNK?
Well, I'm on one or two other boards, but MBNK is taking up the majority of my time, certainly after I leave Lloyd's.
All right, Lord Levene, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope to get you back on the show in your new role.
Thank you.
Lord Levene, Lloyd's of London chairman.